Taurus, welcome to Spiritual Guidance Tarot. I'll be doing your April monthly 2018 forecast. Okay, and just to let you know what sort of cards I'll be using. So the main spread I'm using for the cards is the Golden Tarot, which is by Cat Black. And for the general advice card, I'm using the Angel Answers deck, and that's by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And also for the romance reading, we've got the Romance Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue again. I might actually decide to do a separate reading, so instead of just doing all the general reading, I was actually thinking to do a separate reading for just love as well. So if you are wanting me to do that, and I can do that, then please do leave comments below. But I can give you a general advice for love as well, if anything does pop up that's anything emotionally related. Okay, so let's get straight into it then. So we've got the Five of Swords. Okay, so it seems like in the present situation, we have someone, five can represent conflict, so it seems like someone had upper hand in the conflict. But you've got the Four of Wands paired with this, which is showing stability, because four is stability, and it shows stability within the home life, or just overall stability within your life at the moment, where it is. And paired with this, you've got the Sun card. So I think you have the upper hand in this situation purely because you got stability within your home life or family life. And as a result, this is leading you to the happiness, the Sun. Feeling illuminated, feeling happy. Okay. So on to the next part of the reading, which will be, let's discuss the recent past. So we've got the Death card in the reverse, we've got the Two of Swords in the reverse, and the Four of Swords. Okay, the Death card is in the reverse. So what this actually means is you're not being able to move on from, or you're not being able to let go of someone or some situation. As a result, you're resisting change, or change is not being able to happen. But through this process, for some reason, you are able to come out of some sort of indecision mentally, because two can represent choices. If I show you this in the upright, two represents choices, and swords represent the swords represent the mental faculty, and it's probably going back and forth in your head deciding what to do because you've got two options. But when it's in the reverse, you're coming out of that, which is good. Which then caused you wanting to take a time out, to rest, recuperate, maybe go on holiday, you know. But because of the result of this being able to change a situation, you realised probably weren't able to change the situation, you came out of this indecision in your mind. So then you decided to take a time out and rest, or to go on a holiday because of that. So let's discuss the distant past as well before I go and read any of the other cards. We've got the Nine of Coins, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. Nine of Coins shows you in the distant past that you were very content with what you had materialistically, and it shows that you're very much content with your surroundings, your environment. And it can also represent being the single card as well, being single content, just being yourself, being single with what you have. But then you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So potentially, it seems like there was some emotional offer which you didn't expect the way it did. So it's potentially an emotional offer that potentially didn't work out with the Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups to represent someone offering some sort of emotional, presenting some sort of emotional sort of feeling, or some sort of, presenting their emotions towards either to yourselves or someone. Or it can also represent healing as well. And it's the first stage of, let's say, romance, healing, the emotional sort of aspect to it. But when it's in the reverse, it's showing that you're not getting that. You're not getting that emotional healing, or you're not getting that emotional offer that's working out. It could potentially be with a younger fire sign, because Page of Wands, if you're in the upright, is it could be potentially a young fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, they're very passionate, they're very adventurous people in the upright, very motivated. But in the reverse, Page of Wands become quite arrogant, quite fiery temperament, quite stubborn. So possibly the reason why in the past you became single, it could be something on an emotional level with this person that did not work out, an emotional offer that didn't work out. And it could potentially be with a young fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, but it could be someone who's got the characteristics or any fire in the chart. It could relate to that person. Okay. So let's go on to reading what's going on the psychological level, the root level of all the cards. So we've got here the Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups in the reverse, and the Queen of Wands. So the Ten of Wands in the upright, you feel like on a psychological level, at the root level of the reading, you feel quite burdened. You feel like you've got a lot of responsibilities on your shoulder. And as a result, you're not feeling emotionally content. So when the Ten of Cups is in the upright, it's showing being emotionally content. But when it's in the reverse, it's the opposite of that. Not feeling emotionally content. And it could be, I'm not saying it is, it could be related to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or perhaps because of this situation, you don't feel motivated, you don't feel passionate, you don't feel enthusiastic about what's going on. So it can pertain to yourself if you're not motivated, passionate, because Queen of Wands is about someone who's passionate, goes after what they want, got a creative flair that makes them stand out from the crowd. But when they're in the reverse, they don't feel enthusiastic, they don't feel motivated, they don't feel particularly happy or passionate about a situation. And it could be because of the, if it's you, it could represent the fact that because you feel burdened, a lot of responsibilities, as then showing you not to feel emotionally discontent and not being enthusiastic and motivated in the situation. Or it could relate to another fire sign, like I said, who's enthusiastic and unmotivated. And that's perhaps why you're feeling burdened by this person here and emotional discontent. And the reason why I could say it could be a fire sign, because you've got a fire sign here in your recent past. If I just show you that as well. So this is pertaining your distant past, and this is pertaining your root. So potentially it could relate to a fire sign because we've got both areas of the reading. But like I said, it could be you, it could be a situation that you're in at the moment. Perhaps you don't feel enthusiastic, motivated, or passionate about something. Now, to do the overall energies of the reading, we've got here the High Priestess, we've got the Ace of Wands, and we've got the Page of Swords. Okay, so the High Priestess pertains to someone who is very intuitive. She's very spiritual. She goes and lets God in the situation. And with the Ace of Wands, again, we've got another fire element in this reading. And it could be that you don't feel motivated, you don't feel enthusiastic, you don't feel passionate in the situation. Because Ace of Wands means you're ready to go and start a new project, you're ready to start a new passion, a hobby, even a new love. But when it's in the reverse, you don't have much passion to really for it to be ignite to do anything, basically. And it could be maybe a new business venture where you have to learn a new craft, because when the Ace of Wands is in the upright, it talks about some new learning venture, talks about new training that you want to embark on, or it could be related to positive communication coming from, because pages can represent communication, or it could be a young air sign potentially, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But in the reverse, it's showing here with the Page of Swords that you're willing to perhaps embark on this new learning, this new training with either a company or a new organization, or perhaps you're dealing with someone who's quite verbally abusive, quite verbally harsh, because sword energy, especially if it's a page which represents communication, swords represent the mental faculty. So if it's in the reverse and communication, and if it's in the reverse, it can be quite negative communication coming your way from perhaps an air sign or someone who has the qualities of that. So your overall energy is probably to let go, let God in situation with the High Priestess. And maybe have a spiritual stance on the situation because you feel motivated and passionate about a situation. Maybe something you can can't control, and that's why perhaps you're passive in the situation with the High Priestess. And it could be someone who's verbally quite negative towards you in terms of where they communicate with you. Okay. So far what I've noticed, Taurus, you've got Page of Wands here in this section. You've also got Queen of Wands and we've got the Ace of Wands. So potentially in this reading you could be dealing with a fire sign. Right off the bat, having a look at it and this reading. But like I said, it could be you not motivated or perhaps enthusiastic or passionate about a situation or something you're not being able to pursue here. Right, excuse me. So I'm going to discuss the recent future then. So we've got the Two of Wands, we've got the Nine of Swords, and we've got the Six of Wands. Two of Swords is, again, two is about choices. You're not sure what sort of journey or which sort of path you want to take. And it could potentially be two passions, two loves, two projects. You're not sure which path to take. You're kind of much at a crossroads at the moment. In the recent future. And because it's paired with the Nine of Swords, it could be causing you mental anxiety. You're not being able to sleep at night. With the Nine of Swords, like I said, the Swords energy is a mental card. And then you've got the Six of Wands, which is about gaining recognition in the upright. But when it's in the reverse, it's showing that you're not getting recognition, you're not getting notice. So because of this sort of not being able to choose which path you want to go on in terms of two loves, two passions, two projects, it's kind of keeping you at night. It's giving you anxiety about what path to take. And as a result, it could make you feel perhaps unnoticed, or you feel like you're not getting recognition that you'd like in a situation because you're not sure about what to do or what path to take. Okay, and that's in your recent future. So advice card then, Taurus. So we've got the Five of Wands, or Queen of Coins, and Knight of Wands. Okay, so the cards pertaining your advice in the reading. So you've got Five of Wands, which means conflict. Queen of Coins, which could represent a Taurus individual, which is a like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and also a Knight of Wands, which could be younger fire sign energy. So your advice is perhaps to get out of a conflict with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or with a younger fire sign, which is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Not to get into conflict with them, because this is showing as conflict, but your advice is not to get into conflict with this person. Okay, so don't forget we are reading on an advice situation here. So, or this perhaps could be you. Perhaps potentially you could get in a conflict, and this is saying you potentially could get in a conflict with it being an earth Earth qualities, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as the Queen of Coins, this could maybe pertain you potentially getting conflict with a fire sign, a younger fire sign, which is Eel or Sagittarius. But your advice is try not to get a conflict with this fire sign. Okay. And what we've got for the external factors affecting the situation, we've got the King of Coins in the reverse, we've got the Nine of Wands in the upright, and we've got the Temperance in the reverse. So it seems like, again, this could pertain a earth sign, or it could be you. If it's you, Taurus, perhaps you feel like your financial or your material aspect of life is not where it should be at the moment, and as a result you could be feeling very guarded about that, which is causing you imbalance. Or another aspect of this piece in the reading could be that you could be dealing with an earth sign, King of Coins, which said it could be a Taurus, Virgo or a Capricorn. They could be feeling selfish, they could be feeling greedy, they're all too career orientated, and so they're perhaps getting defensive with you, which is causing imbalance around you, because these are what we call external factors in your situation that could be affecting you in April 2018. Okay, Taurus, so we're going to move on to the next set of cards. Okay, and this is, we've got the, sorry, it was like that, yeah. So we've got the World card. So your hopes and wishes and fears are to perhaps enter a new phase, but you're fearing that you're not being able to start a new beginning with this, and you're wishing hopefully that you can cut through the crap base. Like the Queen of Swords could pertain an air sign, a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius individual. Someone's quite fair, she's quite impartial, she thinks more with her head than her heart, but all the decisions she makes is out of all fairness. So perhaps with the World, you want to enter a new phase, but your fear is you're not quite sure if you want to start this new beginning with the Fool card, take that leap of faith, where you're able to cut through the bullshit and see fairness in the situation. But you wish that you can do that, perhaps just cut through the rubbish, the crap in a situation and gain some sort of clarity and fairness on the situation here. And make more of a mental decision than rather than a heart decision on the situation. And the outcome then, I think I might take an extra clarifying card. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant in the reverse, we've got the Four of Cups in the reverse, and then we've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So not a pretty good combination there. However, with the Hierophant, okay, so the Hierophant in the upright does mean that they've got strong beliefs, they're very traditional. You know, it can also represent a commitment card. It could also represent new Taurus, because the Hierophant does represent a Taurus card as well. Who's got strong beliefs and strong values and very traditional. But in the upright, it could be that perhaps you don't want to follow convention, which is allowing you to come out on board and empathy about some emotional offer that was made to you, or something that was emotional on an emotional level. Where you're contemplating whether to take this sort of offer or not. And that's what it represents in the upright. However, you're coming out of that reflective state of whether to take that offer or not. And as a result, you're coming out feeling stabbed in the back. So perhaps there was some sort of betrayal, or you feel like you are getting stabbed out of the back. Perhaps there's going to be some sort of healing in the process. It could be because you decided maybe not to commit with someone. You decided not to, you come out of a reflective state of taking an emotional offer with the Four of Cups in the reverse. And as a result, you're coming out feeling stabbed in the back with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So if it is a love if there is something that you're dealing with romantically, then it potentially, like I said, could be a fire sign. In the reading here, because as I mentioned earlier on, and as a result you don't want to commit with them. But if it is a situation that you're dealing with, it shows perhaps you don't want to commit to a situation, where you decide to come out of that reflective state with the Four of Cups in the reverse. And Ten of Swords means because you're coming out of this negative sort of situation that you're in, or something you don't want to commit to, you're coming out feeling stabbed in the back from something, or a betrayal out of something, or some form of loss there. We'll take an extra clarifying card, Taurus, just to see what's going on with this Ten of Swords here. So please, Spirit Universe, show me why the Ten of Swords is here in the outcome. Please show me. Taurus, April 2018. Next one to come out. Judgment. So there could be that you come to some sort of realization here, Taurus. These cards up. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant, we've got the Four of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So just to link the cards together, so perhaps you decided not to commit to something or someone, which got you out of a reflective state with the Four of Cups in the reverse, not ruminating anymore. Like normally the Four of Cups means ruminating, whether to take some sort of emotional type offer, but you don't want to take that offer because you don't want to commit to it. So you are going to feel coming out of feeling betrayed in the back or hurt because you come to some sort of realization about a situation here with the Judgment card and decisions being made. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is the Angel Answer cards and to see what advice we've got for the reading. So yeah, it does seem like Taurus, yeah, perhaps dealing with a fire sign individual here. Or there seems to be some sort of situation that's been going on where you feel either betrayed by somebody romantically, or if you're betrayed in a situation by someone. But I'm going to get the Angel Answer cards to explain and see what advice it's going to give you. So let's have a look. Please, Spirit Universe, show me what the answers are for Taurus in 2018. April 2018, please show me. Okay, this one to flip out. So we've got the Ask Your Angels. So if you've got a question about something, ask your angels. I'm going to take out another card. Please, Spirit Universe. Okay, so we've got quite a few cards I want to pop out here. So we've got Get More Information. Forgiveness and Compromise. So ask your angels if you have a question or you're stuck in a situation. Ask your angels. Get more information on the situation, because if you have all the information that you have, perhaps you may misinterpret something with what's really going on. Forgiveness. So if there's something or someone you need to forgive, then do forgive, because then that's going to help you move on from a situation here. And compromise. Okay, so perhaps maybe some sort of situation we need to compromise with something, or in some sort of situation here. And lastly, I will be taking out the Romance Angel cards. So please, Spirit Universe, tell me what the April 2018 Romance Angel cards will be. Please show me. Okay. So we've got Express Your Love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. We'll be taking out. And we take out 3 cards usually for the Angel Answer cards and the Romance Angel cards, just so it helps build a better picture. So I'm going to shuffle the cards again. So please, Spirit Universe, tell me what romance advice you've got for Taurus in April 2018. Please show me. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So it's kind of interesting how you've got forgiveness here in your angel answer cards and in the romance angel cards as well. So there might be some sort of forgiveness going on here, Taurus. I'm going to pull out another card. I like to do everything in threes. Let's have a look. Please, Spirit Universe, what is the final card you have for Taurus in April 2018? On a romantic level, please show me. Okay, this card wants to come out. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So it seems like here, Taurus, that it's showing here to express your love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And engagement. Your love is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So there seems to be some deepening of some relationship here going on, Taurus. Perhaps maybe you need to forgive something or someone in a situation. Because you seem to have forgiveness in your angel answer cards as well, to show you that. And we've got it here, the forgiveness card. Forgiveness again. You can see that. Okay, so that's your reading for April 2018, Taurus. If you like to give any feedback on the reading, then please do leave your comments below. And I'll see you in May 2018.